So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've...
Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
I'm thinking the same. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, they could be caught out here. Hoisted it. Oh, what a climb! And he's heaved it away. And this is Pele. That's a sharp pass. Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Marmoush. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Marmoush with the cross. Beckenbauer. Oh, good spread. Benfica do have a chance to counter here. That ball looks a good one. Showing good feet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Still goalless at the moment. Ibrahimovic. Neymar! Bellingham. Bellingham is there to clear. And it's Cruyff. No way through.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard. A probing pass. Well read, nice interception. Zanetti. Cruyff. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Well, they could break here. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's made its way to him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Roberto Carlos. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Benfica have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. And it's Tonali. Oh, well measured. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Benfica leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Turan. To Maldini. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello everybody, and please
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Benfica can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 16, Tonali.
Here we go again.
To replace him is
Benfica really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And this is Neymar. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And he's in on goal, it's Ibrahimovic! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, nice touch. Ball driven towards the... Oh, smashing header! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Knocks it into space. Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely weighted ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Zanetti, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Caught offside that time.
Benfica are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Great vision. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And they win it back again. Oh, delightful ball. There's the header! Oh, taken with style.
Substitution in progress.
Benfica can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Now he's off and running. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Picked out brilliantly. Hazard. And that's the keeper's ball. Neymar. Rijkaard. Nuno Mendes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Seedorf. Seedorf. Driving through the middle. And a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Bellingham. Number 11, Omar Mamouche. Coming on the field, number 17, Matthias Cunha. Number 45, Osimhen.
They've played it short. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gabriel with a fine tackle. Benfica have their third corner. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Hazard. Hazard! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Thinks about the shot. And the ball is out of play. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's found a way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Shoots! Keeper's not concerned by that. Carvajal. Osimhen chasing after it. That has found him in acres of space. Shot could be on. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Roberto Carlos. Short changes him with that pass. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Roberto Baggio. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for the... And the shot! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Benfica are... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Benfica, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olimpico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. So off we go then. Now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Now it's Messi. And this is Adriano. Out of play for a goal kick. Looking for options for movement. Neymar. Played for Chiellini. Ferdinand. And the pass is intercepted. Thuram. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pull it. Pele. And the counter is on. Beckenbauer. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. He's being urged to shoot. Makaleli. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Pele is wide and looking to get onto this. Pirlo. Messi. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Hoisted in. Chance! Goal! Lazio! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. Brilliantly cut out. Pirlo.
Benfica really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pele conjures time and space where few can. Crunching tackle. Pull it. Now it's Cruyff. Beckenbauer. Good ball over the top. He's got plenty of space out wide here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pass somewhat off target. And he's managed to get rid. Benfica have reclaimed it. Cruyff. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Beckenbauer. That pass has been well intercepted.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the up.
Adriano is... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pull it. Pele tries to pass it through. Oh, chance, surely! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Lazio looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Adriano. No, that's been intercepted. Beckenbauer. Pele. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's found a way. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Benfica get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a promising position. Played in. Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! Benfica are back in business. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Ibrahimovic, looking for a runner. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but... Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, he's burst through. Makaleli. Messi, very much a man of this moment. He's found the way through. Neymar. And it's Gullit. And the first 45 minutes are up. Benfica are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. The midway point of the game.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So we're into the second 45. To Maldini. Thuram. Neymar. Now it's Pelé. Oh, easy pickings there. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. And he's chosen to go back. And it's Gullit. Thuram gets a foot in and wins the ball. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gullit wriggles his way through, and he welcomes it in. Neymar, cross flung in towards the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Pirlo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's in on goal! Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pirlo goes short. Benfica are looking to go forward now. Benfica looking to pass their way through. Beckenbauer spread out to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. Pelé. Thuram produces the perfect tackle there. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Neymar. Steaming on goalwards. He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 15.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Neymar. Lasciano il campo per il numero 19. Ronaldinho. Il numero 23. Il numero 22. Kaká.
Ronaldinho is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. The ball has bounced loose now. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. He's picked his way through. Now that looks a decent ball. Drives it in. He gets big. Oh, it's hit the post. And again. Goal! Benfica! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And when the manager... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Benfica are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Benfica take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Maldini. Half an hour gone in the second half. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. A header! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Benfica blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rummenigge is onto this. Driving forward. Roberto Baggio. Now he's got space here. Nesta. Kaká. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, some tackle that. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And this is Hazard. Kaká. Adriano. Over to the left. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Ronaldinho. Nice control. Beckenbauer. Can he spark a counter here? He's got away. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano. There's the header! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away. No! And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Now, can they get him away? And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Quality ball. Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. That's Cannavaro. Van Dijk. Maldini. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Zico. Vieira. He's picked his way through. Shoots! And Czech pulls off a sensational save. And here's the chance to counter. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Benfica looking to pass their way through. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Spread it left. Hullet. Oh, this is a very good run. And this is Neymar, Roberto Carlos. And that has been knocked clear. And that is expertly dealt with. Benfica still without a single shot on target. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Chance for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Oh, easy pickings there. Opts for safety. Cruyff. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's a good run down the right. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good vision. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero. That's Vieira. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Cannavaro. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
That's a throw. Thuram swung over. Neymar might just make this. Neymar on a charge down the left. Can he get it through? Cross into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. Del Piero. And now the breakaway. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Pele. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Strokes it back. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neymar.
That pressing is so good. It's nice and early.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Messi. Now it's Romario. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Zico. And it's Vieira. For Messi. Santos finding their passes. And it's Vieira. Pele producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Caros espectadores, por favor visitem a loja oficial do estádio se pretendem adquirir lembranças.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Knocks it out wide. Messi. That's very neat. Thuram. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hullet. Roberto Carlos. And this is Pele. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's the delivery. It's there!
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14. Ibrahimovic.
Benfica choosing to make the first change.
Número 13.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 7. Número 20. Sidorf. Número 6. Hazard. Número 18. Ronaldinho.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get onto this? Zanetti receives it in a wide position. Thuram gets it away. Del Piero quietly revving up. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Showing great feet there. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Baggio unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Hazard has it in a wide position. Maldini tries to clear. Now it's Mbappe. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And it's Messi. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Ronaldinho. Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, what has happened here? And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vieira with the clearance. Zanetti. Lovely bit of skill. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Has a shot! And that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
It's their second corner of the game. Good read, needed to be. Chance! Cleared without hesitation.
Benfica clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good spell of possession, this. That's good play. That is a gem! An absolute gem! Santos are all square.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by them. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Ronaldinho looking for the run. It's been slipped through, and he's got the beating of his man. Ronaldinho. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's onto this. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. That'll be a corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Ronaldinho goes short. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Benfica.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
And nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Ibrahimovic. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Could be danger here. Decent chance! They scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Benfica finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Beckenbauer. Can he get it through? brilliantly cut out. Rodri, Neymar, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking to play him in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Robson tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos delivers.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
That's very neat. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ibrahimovic. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking for options for movement. He's got away.
Benfica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi. He's going for goal. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Now it's Pelé. Good read, needed to be. Bullet. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pelé, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's quick to get it clear again. Pelé plays the game a step ahead of Ibrahimovic!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Hullet. Knocks it out wide. And this is Neymar. There's the header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maldini. Plays a sharp little ball here. Neymar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Hullet driving forwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ronaldo gets into a good position. He's onside. Now it's Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? Beckenbauer.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Cross needs to be good. Rodri. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pelé. Clipped into space.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that is as far as they're going to go. Zanetti. Pelé. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He has a look up.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's looking wide. Played in by... Bullish header! He's scored! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And so we're off again.
Benfica have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Nicely weighted ball. He's found some... Can he finish? It's a pretty loose pass. Pinches it off him. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Messi.
Oh, he's bustling through here.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
And Messi!
It's bounced back off the post. Roberto Carlos.
Real chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Neymar. Pele. Croatia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Neymar. Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Almost an hour gone. Out to the left it goes. The ball goes...
Climbs up big!
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Substitution for Croatia. Number 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is number 22, Vitinha.
Roberto Baggio
Looking to be a menace in the final third.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Seedorf. Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Takes a shot! And he's following up! Goal! Benfica! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Benfica get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they...
Terrific header! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Benfica are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Benfica take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That could spell trouble.
There's the shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage.
Substitution for Croatia. Number 11, Neymar. Number 19, Messi. Number 16, Rodri. Coming on the field, number 17, Royce.
That has been knocked clear.
Johan Cruyff. Number 23, Gattuso.
This is Hazard. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. Vitinha. Now he's got space here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Croatia have it back and can go again. Into the last 5 minutes. Looking for a runner.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Thuram makes the interception. And it's Hazard. Well read, nice interception. Vitinha, chance here to counter. Zanetti.
There will be 3 minutes.
Can he get onto this?
Time.
Hazard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Hazard, and he's managed to get free. Crosses it in. Royce. And that's it. Benfica have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Roberto Baggio taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Now it's Pelé, and he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Neymar! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And he's intervened well there. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful. Well, talk about... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Palmer duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bernardo Silva carries the ball down the right. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now this could be a chance. Tries to play it through.
Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Real chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Ibrahimovic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckenbauer, can he get on the end of this? Palmer. And this is Ibrahimovic, spread out to the left. Neymar goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot at goal! And again the keeper stands strong. And we have our very first corner. Neymar goes short. And that's gone loose. And it's Hullet. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Shoots! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Benfica have themselves a chance from the spot. Ball on the spot. Can he? The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Benfica get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Hullet. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Araujo. Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! And he hits the net! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's a promising position. Can he finish? And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Benfica blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Rijkaard. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He's found a way through. Threads one in. Swing header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And the first 45 minutes are up.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Children's announcement.
Benfica 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Ronald Araujo. Number 7, Chouameni. Coming on the field, number 36, Darmian.
Here we go again then.
Mikel Oyarzabal.
Now it's Pele. Can he get it through? And this is Ibrahimovic. Bernardo Silva. And it's Conceição. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for options for movement. Looking for the run. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. Palmer. Bernardo Silva.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And the shot! Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. This looks promising.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Has a look and place it forward. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was...
Conceição is on his own. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substitution on the field, number 13, Francisco Conceição. Coming on the field is number 22.
Ball is bounced loose now.
Substitution in progress.
Chiellini. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf. And he welcomes it in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Palmer. Oyarzabal tries a shot! Chance, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Hazard looks to get on the end of this. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, there's the shot! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ruled out the best in the keeper. Benfica have their second corner now. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. 75 minutes played.
This is the time you need that pace.
Driving forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, it's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
McAllister. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's in a good position here. Baggio unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's McAllister. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Roberto Baggio. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Chiellini has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Roberto Carlos ready to try one. Oh, what has happened here? Chance for a shot! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that is as far as it goes. Benfica have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Hidetoshi Nakata, genuine legend, not just of Japan, but actually Asian football in general.
Yeah, absolutely, Peter. Someone, in many ways, who was one of the first Asian pioneers to really succeed in Europe.
Shot, surely! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
It's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer, Albert Ferrer cuts out the pass. Aimed beyond the defence.
Batistuta really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts, and he cuts out the supply. Beckenbauer. Nakata looking to penetrate opposition lines. And it's Neymar. Ibrahimovic. Pele. And that's a good ball. In comes the corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that has left him in a heap. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
I just thought that one needed a tad more lift. Easier said than done, of course.
Pele purring through the gears. Nakata did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good read, needed to be. So we're still where we started right now. Played out to the left flank. Bojan Kurkic receives it in a wide position. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Ibrahimovic tries a shot! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead.
Neymar really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Benfica have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Can he get on the end of this? That's been slipped through. Beckenbauer. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's a promising position. And that is masterful defending. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He's got away, and this is Neymar. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Neymar. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance for a shot! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Batistuta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Cruyff. He's in plenty of space here. Pass is just off target. Carvajal. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Brzezinski. Now it's Batistuta. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Benfica in control at half-time, 2-0. And the action is back underway. And it's Carvajal. And it's Brzezinski. And the shot's on here. Batistuta! Beckenbauer. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. For Brzezinski. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Cruyff could try cutting inside here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both.
Chance! No mistake! The second half off to a spectacular start. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14. Ibrahimovic.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Neymar.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Número 7.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just about up to the hour now. Raul gets into a good position, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Oh, that's brilliant from him, because he was so quick to read it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's well positioned here. And that is a little undercooked. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Seedorf, Roberto Baggio. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
It's a really well-measured ball. Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. Brzezinski. Batistuta. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Baggio. This might spell danger. He's dealt with that really well. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was...
Real chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldo. Albert Ferrer cuts it out. Van Basten. That's a little off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's Baggio! And that would have won it.
Roberto Baggio clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
And he's picked out the run. And this is Ronaldinho. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? He's picked his way through. And this is Hazard. And this is Roberto Baggio. He's having a shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Benfica grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Hazard. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that is that. Benfica pretty much in utopia.
imposing themselves in the manner they wanted.